No intro music. Just wanted to get right down to it. Suspension
No
also.
music. Just wanted to get right down to it.
Suspension also.
Music. Just wanted to get right down.
Okay. I just realized I'm watching my own page, which will complicate things. There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, I wanted to start on Asmongold. Something he said. He did this on his show yesterday. And I wanted to focus on that real quick. I guess I could start off the show with this. Let me just save, share my link. On phone. Like everything gets so stupid as soon as I start streaming. Wait for some people to join. Welcome in, whoever that is. All right. As soon as I share my link, we can start. All right, we're just chatting today. Not going to be any really big particular things going on. Happy Friday for those who are watching me live. Got my water. Hopefully I won't overheat today. Maybe I can shoot the shit for a little while, at least until Asmongold starts his next show. Let me make sure my AC is on so I don't cook myself like I mentioned. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and start.
I gave up on trying to be happy. I gave up on trying to make things the way I imagined it whenever I was a kid. I gave up on the idea of hoping that things could get better, and I just embraced the experience of life. All of the bad and all of the good together as one. I gave up on trying to be happy. I gave up.
So I have a question. Does that sound like somebody who's bitter, who's emotional? So it says Asmongold gets emotional talking about his life. Now, he clearly is not emotional. Now, this may elicit an emotional response to the viewer, but he said he gave up on happiness. He had a preconceived notion of what he thought things were supposed to be as a little kid, little boy, and he just gave up on it. Now, mind you, he's not homeless, which is cool, lives in his own house. Unfortunately, his parents did pass away not too long ago. First his mom and then his father. He's okay. He's not homeless. He can feed himself. He can be a slob if he wants to. You know, they call him the Roach King. But that's his life. That's his choice. I think he ultimately has that little part in him that wants to hope that he can find somebody. Because the last girl he went out with was, I think it was before COVID. Hopefully he finds somebody.
I think you should never get plastic surgery. His nose was totally fine. I think having a big fucked up nose is actually the alpha thing to have if you're a guy. I think women want to have little cute button noses, but like if you're a dude, you should never, ever, ever get surgery. I think you.
You know, I thought about actually getting a nose job when I was a lot younger. My nose, I guess, from the front is okay, but from the side, it's like, it could probably be a little smaller.
Honey, can you keep it down?
Okay, this is all Asmongold. I don't want to keep everything on him today. No, TikTok Studio. I don't know why they light that up.
I ain't never having kids.
Well, that's the smartest thing I ever heard you say.
Thank you.
I'm pregnant.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Help me!
Oh my god. She realized.
Help me to the pool! Help me to the pool!
She's so scared that the statue's gonna break. She doesn't realize that. Oh my god, these people are crazy.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. These kids freak out. Wow. What is up with these kids slapping the statue? They got some pent up aggression, don't they? My goodness. Make sure I get the comments out over here.
This is the very first television ever invented, and inside it sits a spinning disc. The disc has 30 tiny holes arranged in a spiral pattern. As the disc spins, those holes pass one by one across this little window. When the disc rotates fast enough, what you actually see is a series of thin lines flashing past. When light enters the window and passes through a hole, it hits a photoelectric tube behind it. The photoelectric tube is built from selenium, which generates electricity when exposed to light. It measures the brightness of that light and converts it into an electrical signal. The signal is then sent to a display through radio waves or telephone lines. Once it reaches the display, the signal gets amplified and fed into a light bulb. The bulb constantly changes its brightness based on the incoming signal. Behind that bulb, there is another spinning disc. As this disc spins, light of varying brightness hits the screen behind the display. Of course, a single dot can't form a complete image on its own, but once you spin the disc fast enough, a continuous flow of light and shadow appears. It covers the entire screen, forming one complete picture. The resolution was terrible, running at only 5 frames per second. It stuttered badly, but it was the crucial first step from 0 to 1. The problem was that...
And that's the thing. That's the way TV started. I think it's... the way he explains it, I'm like, oh, it was really simple. We actually found a way to do it. That's pretty awesome.
Hey, buddy. No translator today?
No, I didn't think it was necessary. Why is HR here?
Yeah, I just wanted HR here to make sure that we're all on the same page.
All right, I'm adding my translator.
I really wish you wouldn't do that.
No, if you're going to have your translator, I'm going to have my translator.
Please don't.
Hey, thanks for adding me. Ooh, HR is here. You're in trouble. No, I wanted to start this conversation off by saying you are not in trouble. You're in trouble. The leadership team here feels like you're just falling a little bit short of expectations. They don't like you. Thanks, translator. Thanks. Your perspective is always valuable. So it's not that we don't like you, okay? It's just that we feel like you're currently not
Hey,
thriving,
Dom, what's up?
And we're trying to cultivate an environment where everybody's thriving.
Just
okay?
watching
so
some
the plan that
weird
we put into place
TikToks.
is really just going to allow you to thrive.
They're pipping you.
Yeah, I got that one. So I know that I'm short of my goals, but the company as a whole is short of their goals. So does that mean that we pip the entire leadership team?
Ooh, that was a good one. I really...
So, to tell you, I don't know if you ever worked for a corporation, Dom, but being pipped is basically when they give you a performance plan and you agree to it, and you're basically, the short of it is, if you fall short of those expectations, you lose your job. So that's basically, I was always told, always advised never to sign one of those, because they're trying to get you out without giving you compensation once they fire you. Because you're legally saying by signing that document, I didn't perform as per expectations, and therefore you should let me go without any compensation. That's why I would never sign anything like this.
Appreciate your candor. While I do recognize that we are behind on our goals, I can assure you that our leadership team is working around the clock to execute on our company's mission and drive strategic results against our core values. Yeah, he's saying that no, they won't be held accountable. Only low-level peasants like you will be held accountable. Hey, buddy.
And that's usually what happens. Yeah, it's called Personal Improvement Plan. I'm going to say never sign these things. They want to get rid of you, and they're looking for a way to not pay you. There you go. I just say I'm not allowed to sign anything, and that usually catches them off guard. They'll be like, what do you mean you're not allowed? Like as if somebody above me is telling me. And I just keep it nice and vague. I'm like, no, I don't put my signature on anything. If you want to fire me, let's talk about some compensation. So that usually catches them off guard.
You fought in the Clone Wars? I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
Oh, God.
I wish I'd known him. He was the best star pilot in the galaxy.
This is where the fun begins.
And a cunning warrior. And he was a good friend.
You are strong and wise, Anakin, and I am very proud.
They chose a good guy for Obi-Wan.
Small boy. I have taught.
The thing is, I know the earlier Star Wars movies got so much crap, but I mean, I guess they're good in their own way. I would never compare them to the original Star Wars. Yeah, I'm kind of glad you never worked for a corporation, Dom. There's a set of rules you have to abide by, and if you don't, you know you don't make it, and you wind up looking for another job real quick. Wow.
Spicy feral kitties.
Oh.
Damn.
College is no longer a rewarding experience for people that actually try. I can't speak on high school because I graduated in like early 2022. But I've been trying so
Wait a minute. Isn't it Dilara's birthday today? I think it's her birthday.
hard to look at college with like a positive outlook because I'm so blessed to go to college. Yada yada yada. I'm my last straw hit today. I'm this close to graduating. I've got like a summer A semester left in graduating, and I am in 18 credit hours right now. All in-person lectures.
Wow.
All of them are 3 hours. Almost every single lecture I have is 3 hours. I am in
18 credit hours? Damn, that is full time. That's time and a half, basically. She's like a day and a half's worth of classes in one day. Because full time is 12 credits, but she says she has 18, so it's 6 on top of that. That's insane. Damn.
class every fucking day, and I still work. And that's not the point of this.
My thing is, if you can't handle 18 credits, which 12 will keep you busy, especially if you're working a job, but 18, I mean, it sounds like you're trying to finish quickly. I mean, that sounds like it's your choice. Now, who knows what's going to happen to you once you get your degree? I can't say, but yeah.
Literally, I think I'm one of the only people in my class that does not use AI for things. I do not fucking use AI for things. I do not cheat. I'm taking 6
So I'm going to tell you this real quick. Every time a new technology comes out, people are saying, you're cheating, you're being lazy. Ultimately, everybody jumps on board. If you don't, you get left behind. If you don't like it, that's the way it is. I'm going to tell you this. I'm still applying for work. I just had AI write me a cover letter tailor-made for the particular position I was applying for. Do you think if I had to write a cover letter for each and every job, I would get anything done? No. It already takes me long enough to look for a job, but you want cover letters and tailor-made resumes on top? Hell yeah, I'm going to use AI. I ain't trying to use all day just to apply for 2 or 3 jobs. It is what it is. You know what? I don't know. This isn't too entertaining for me, but somebody says AI is ruining the education system. I'm so mad about it. It's just changing. You got to adapt.
That huge wildfire in Southern California.
I love these. Let's rewind back because I have a dash cam, and guys, I recommend you get one because stupid shit happens all the time on the road. Let's try again. Let's look.
That huge wildfire in Southern California.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness. Whoa! He almost went to the opposite side of the highway. People don't care. So this happens all the time in Katy, like on Fry Road. People just make a left turn in front of you because they don't care. That was preventable. Are you kidding? You know, I honestly thought about buying a newer car. Right now, I drive an old car, so if I get a scratch on it, yeah, it'll piss me off, but it's old. Like, I don't care. Stuff like this, oh my god, it's so preventable. Piss me off. The hell, this guy was not even paying attention. Oh, damn, that looked like a toy car. You got a dually hitting you. Not paying attention. Why is this video reversed? So wow, that's
Hey, what's up, America? CEO.
Oh, okay.
The brain's gonna tell you to stop.
The brain is telling me.
You got this.
oh my god, are they gonna
5 little
jump?
stinks.
Oh my
Too
god.
smart.
Okay.
We're gonna keep inching forward.
I
got
don't
it?
know if I can look.
You don't have to look.
Okay.
Just 1 foot in front of the other.
Oh my
Push
god,
it.
she's terrified.
Okay. So
She's
right
terrified.
Are you sure?
Yeah, override the mind. Be in
Yeah,
charge
yeah,
of the
you're
body.
right. Okay.
Dude, you
Right.
see cars.
You got this.
You look at the very bottom, there's cars driving around. They look like little ants. They are high up.
Okay. Oh.
All we're doing is walking. A couple steps. I'll let you know when you're there.
Okay.
You don't have to look if you don't want. Another shuffle step with each foot.
Just push her
You
off.
can stop right there.
Okay. Okay.
Heck yeah. How was that moment?
The legs are shaking. They're shaking
that
real
means you're
good.
alive. Heck yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
What's going through your head right
Push
now?
her off.
I think.
Push her
I'm
off.
scared now.
Push her off.
Yeah.
That's survival
Push her
instinct. That is
off.
a good thing.
I'm real. I'm a
What do you
human.
think of the view?
He's just gonna push her off, dude.
Spectacular.
Heck yeah.
Oh my
Be proud of
god.
yourself.
Very much so.
Anything you want to say before we jump off this cliff? You got this, Elena.
Yeah. You're better off doing it alone than not doing it, I guess.
I love it. Heck yeah. A lot
So
of
here
people
we
wait for the
Oh
moment.
my
but
god.
sometimes you got to create the moment.
Is she holding a microphone? What the hell is she holding?
All right, well, should we do it?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
Breath in. Are you ready to base jump?
Yes.
Join me
Jesus
in counting to
Christ.
3. Jump after you say 1.
Okay.
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Perfect. There you
Wow.
go.
Oh.
You're giggling now.
Oh my god.
Check this out. We're fine,
That's
buddy.
awesome.
Whoa.
How you feeling right now?
So good.
Pretty crazy, huh? You go from the most scared you've ever
Oh,
been
she's
to-
holding the camera. That's what she's doing.
Well done.
This is what it's about, huh?
That's right. You got it.
That's
All right, let's get
beautiful.
those feet up real
My feet
high.
are up. They're up.
Good.
And them base Moab. Don't lock your feet, sweetheart. There you go.
Okay.
We're on the ground.
That's nice, dude.
You
That's
already
awesome.
have it.
Yeah.
How you feeling down here?
So good.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You don't need to wait for anyone to make your own dreams happen.
I just don't know.
I love that.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. I feel like I could.
You
Whoa.
good?
Yeah.
You need to
Do
sit
I
down?
like?
No, you like it. Like,
Yeah, I'm eating it up. Okay. Oh, okay.
So I think this is the perfect way to bond with somebody. Like if you, I don't want to say if you just meet a girl, but some girls would be up for this within like the first few dates. They're that adventurous. But if you have somebody and you both don't know if you're, what your future is like, have a few exciting moments like this. This is a great way to bond with somebody. Even though I'm pretty scared of skydiving, but that was pretty cool, not gonna lie. This guy was good. It's like he didn't just shut her, he didn't shove her off. I mean, obviously he's tied to her, but he made sure that she was, ready to go. I mean, he didn't freak her out. And she did it. Yeah, that didn't look too high, but they were actually up very high. I think they were up more than 300 feet. It is a pretty good distance.
You must be able to see it, Mr. Anderson. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist?
Because I choose to.
Because I choose to.
He's hooking! He's hooking! Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
Motivational video.
There is no tomorrow!
Pressure changes everything, pressure. Some people, you squeeze them, they focus. Others fold.
It's true.
Can you summon your talent at will? Can you deliver on a deadline? Can you sleep at night?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
What would you tell yourself? You know, when you were where I am. I know.
Oh, that's a toughie. I don't think there's any right thing to say that will make any difference.
Just do it.
I think I'd tell myself that you have no idea what you're doing, and therefore you're invincible.
You're not gonna do it, are you? Change the world. Figures. You're only born a month ago.
So the video's only half over. I don't need to see the whole thing. I think most of the time we hear people that think that they know how it's all going. I think all our choices are half chance. As old as I am, I'm not going to tell you I figured it all out. Like Dom, I'm never going to tell you I got it all figured out. I got women all figured out. I know exactly what's going to transpire in the next decade. I have no clue. But you know what? I don't worry about it either. I kind of just go with it and do my best and see what I can accomplish. I think when people get out of high school, they're pressured to figure it all out. I knew somebody that would stress out because she couldn't see what her plan was going to be for the next 5 years. And I said, don't try to figure all that out. Just do today. That's it. You only have to think about today. That's why in that Rocky movie, he kept, I forget what the character's name was, but he said, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. Think about what you got to do today. Today has enough problems of its own. So I think that's the overall lesson of a video like this.
So Christina says that people need to understand that
women are delusional in dating. I say this as a professional matchmaker and as a woman who lived.
She's a professional matchmaker. I want to hear what she has to say.
Inside delusion for 43 years. And there are many stories that I will share to illustrate this in service of truth and love. But we need to start with a statistic that knocked me out. So a little context first. As a professional matchmaker, people come to me with lists. Eventually, I hope we see that lists do not lead to love, but that is the trend. If I check off all the things on the list, I will find love. Anyways, that's another video. So women often had height, and can you guess the other one on the list? Financial security. And that
Financial security is one of the top. I need to have a question. I didn't know this was a thing. Professional matchmaker. Oh, so it's like Cupid. Houston singles. Anyone tried professional matchmaking service? So how is this different from like an app? Look at this. It says, so answering the question, what's the average cost of a matchmaker? Average cost of a professional matchmaker typically ranges from $5,000 to $25,000 for a 3 to 6 month membership. What? $25,000 for 6 months? The top? Y'all better find me a baddie. You better find me a 10 that's never gonna leave me. Oh my God. Who's spending that kind of money? Yeah. Can you imagine professional matchmaking services? Like, dude, I want to meet a girl, but I don't know if I want to put 25 grand over a 6 month period into somebody else's pocket for not even a guarantee. That's crazy. Entry level matchmaking. How does that even work? Coaching. What do I need coaching for? I just need to know if I like the person or not. Jesus. Celebrity matchmaking. What? Okay, that's not something I'm going to be doing. If you're weighing your options, the cost of matchmakers is largely driven by scope of search. Regional searches are significantly cheaper than national or international recruitment. But what do? Do you talk to the girl for me? Like, I thought I did this by myself. What the hell? For those looking at alternatives to dating apps, understanding where you are investing in your time and money is key. Dating apps fee is $50 a month. I've never paid $50 a month for a dating app. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. Speed dating and singles events. Okay, that makes more sense to me because you're just sitting at random tables. I guess they all got numbers on them and whatnot. Either the girls come and sit over your table, or you're part of a bunch of guys that sits over one girl's table, and then like maybe you switch, kind of like play musical chairs type of deal. And you all get maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes. You ask each other some few key questions. You make a note on a little card, and then you jump to the next table. And then let's say you talk to 10 chicks, okay? Let's say, Dom, you go, you do this matchmaking thing. I'm over in the other section. You talk to your girls, I talk to my girls. And we have these little index cards, and we marked, okay, what do we like about Jenny? She's got a great smile. What do we like about Dilara? She's got cool hair, and she seems very friendly and nice. What do we, And I guess we can choose, okay, out of all these 10 chicks that we talk to, well, hopefully there's a lot more, which one do we see ourselves on a date with? Then I guess you would hand in the card, and then the girls would also do the same. And then I guess, well, I don't know, that's kind of like my way of matchmaking. My way, because in school, we would have like a matchmaker. And I even did this with people, like when I was like elementary and junior high. I would get the whole class. People would give me a list of who they would go out with. And if the girls' list matched somewhere on the guys' list, I would only let those people know where they got a positive match. That way, there's no rejection. If you didn't hear from me, well, that means nobody chose you. And that's it. That kind of minimizes rejection. That's the easiest way to matchmake. But that was just like based on looks and however you knew them at school. So, but this is, okay, speed dating singles event. This I get. This makes the most sense. 25 to 200 an event, that's doable. Then you have algorithm-based online dating integration. What? 500 to 3,000? No, thank you. Professional matchmaking. 5,000 to 100 grand. Get out of here. 3-day rule. Yeah, to me, that's the best. Yeah, celebrity matchmaking shit. Ain't no celebrities getting with me, that's for sure. I don't even make enough money for what they got. Because financially, you kind of have to be close together because there is an issue. Like, let's say Dilara is a perfect example. Let's say I go. Okay, and of course, this is just an example. I go, she thinks she has a thing for me or whatever. Ultimately, finances are going to be an issue because I know she makes a whole lot more money than I do. So ultimately, that's going to be a factor. There's going to be like a lifestyle that I'm not used to, not accustomed to, that she is. And there's ultimately going to be the thing as well, if you think about having a family with somebody, if the girl is making so much more money, she's going to view the guy as useless. And you definitely don't want that. That's why financially, y'all have to be either practically equal, or maybe the guy's got to make a little bit more money just to kind of keep the balance there. Otherwise, the girl's going to see you as useless. But anyway, let's go back.
Range for them of what was tall enough or what was rich enough varied, but nonetheless, you would see it often. And I will tell you, no one ever said, I have a healthy, happy relationship because I'm with a tall, rich dude. Ever. Never. That is never the thing. Sure, if you like it, it can be a bonus. But let me tell you, you really need to look at that because here's the stat. Are you ready? If you are wanting a gentleman who is 6 feet tall or above and who makes over $150,000
like 1% of the population.
Guess what percent of the dating pool you are dealing with?
1%, 2%.
1%.
1%.
Yeah. You've reduced all the men down to 1% left if you are looking for that. And let me tell you, that guy, that 1%, he has a lot of options. And so
that's right.
Every woman thinks she's getting this guy. Wait.
And that's the guy that's right at the top. And he has the pick of the litter. He is the dude that now knows what it's like to be an average woman. I once heard somebody say, and I forget his name, but he's well known on the internet. Being a top tier guy, like a 9 or a 10 up there, great physique, all the money, great looks, nice hair. He knows what it's like to be the average woman. Like celebrity stat, like what would the guy use? I think he used Drake as an example or some other famous person. It's like, obviously, girls will swoon over Drake and whatnot. They'll want to text him. They'll want to call him. The average girl, like a 5, maybe even a 4. I guarantee you she's got like 6 or 10 guys in her DM. She don't even have to try. She gets up in the morning. She gets a good morning text. Hello, beautiful. How's it going? How's your day? You got some time? You want to go out, I'll buy you something to eat. I'll get you some clothes. She don't even have to do anything. She can take a shower. She ain't got to really be dolled up unless she's trying to go to the club or something or impress somebody else. All she's got to do is get up, doll her up, maybe herself up, maybe a little bit, maybe go out with no makeup. And she's got breakfast paid, lunch paid, maybe a free dinner, maybe a free movie. Maybe she gets to go out dancing. Maybe she gets to go hiking. So you don't even have to try. I was with a girl who I consider her average looks. I fell in love with her, but she looks roughly about a 5. She's cute. She didn't have to ever pay for anything because I always paid. Always. She didn't even have to try. I tell you, she didn't realize what she lost by giving me up. But man, I wish I had that kind of pull. I wish I didn't even have to try. I'd be living life on easy mode. Get up in the morning. It's like, hey, 4 to 5, you want to go out? I'll treat you, blah, blah, blah. I'll get you this or whatever. Now, of course, that never happens. But could you imagine? Your head would just be gassed up because every day you can get a different girl to take you out to do stuff and buy you stuff, maybe pay a bill or two. Like, you would turn into a monster in a very short amount of time if you had that kind of pull. That's what these guys that are 8, 9s, and 10s. They have the pick of the litter. Any pretty girl they want, they can crack whoever they want. And when the other girls find out about the chick that he cracked the night before or the week before, they don't care because they want to get a chance to crack. It's some kind of psychological thing. All the girls want him. I want him too. That's how they think. It's crazy. Like, I wish I had that superpower. Said, yeah, the thing for me is I'd rather have my own money than be broke or beg for money. That's absolutely. Because I honestly hate that shit. And it looks like it's nothing. It's not wrong asking for money, but at the same time, you gotta at least have some money for yourself. Yeah, money's important. I'm never gonna tell anybody money's not important. When I was young, preteen, teenager, like young teen, I would hang out with my friends. Money was on our mind. Why? Because we wanted Nintendo games. We wanted slices of pizza. And we would get ourselves little cups of Coke or like quarter waters of what Jay-Z used to call them in his rap music, like back in the days, in the Brooklyn days. And all we did, like, we were happy. Like, every once in a while, we would splurge and go to a movie, but that took saving. You know how we made our money? We found soda cans, beer cans. Well, I don't know if you could. I think you could do it with beer cans as well. Any kind of cans that had a $5 deposit, we would gather them all up into bags. We would literally go and look. Like, back then, we didn't have separate pails for garbage or recycle. So we would get the cans anywhere we could. We would help each other gather them up, and we would cash them in. That's how we got our pizza. Now, back then, a slice of pizza, like in Brooklyn, was about $1.25 tops. You know, maybe it's $1.50 if you wanted like pepperoni and mushrooms on it. But we normally got a regular cheese slice, and we got a little cup of like soda. You know, that was plenty for us. We were good. We would eat. We would chill. We would shoot the shit at the pizzeria, and that was good for us. But we knew back then we needed money even for the little things because mom and dad weren't giving it to us. So that's how I hung out with my friends back then. We used to cash in cans. We had no shame because nobody cared. You just went to the soda machine, you'd put the cans in, it would crush it. Then once you were done, I guess you hit a button or whatever, and all the change would come out. And that's how we used to pay for stuff. Can't really do that anymore, though.
And that 1%, oh, this is the most important part. That does not include kindness. That does not include intelligence. That does not include emotional availability. That does not include physical attractiveness. It includes nothing that is important in actually making a relationship last.
Right.
It doesn't include similar values. You've shrunk your dating pool down to 1%. And I'm going to tell you why none of this matters.
It doesn't.
But before I do that, we need to really let this sink in. And we need to remember this. This is very easy to forget. When you have a bad date or are struggling with anything in relationships, this statistic, once you understand more context, it will put it in perspective for you. So save it so you can refer back to it and share it with your friends. Because women, we need to wake up. 6 foot tall and 150K is not, it's not it. It's not gonna get you the marriage and the love that you want. And I will share what will. But first, we need to let the statistic sink in. Save it.
So she's about to get to the meat and potatoes, and obviously the video is ending, but I'm not going to go through it for a part 2 or anything like that. If most women, this is my opinion, take it what you will, if most women can get it through their heads that they're looking for stuff that is not realistic, they'll have more choices. If they'll be like, okay, because that's the first step of saying, I got a problem. I'm looking for stuff that ain't real. And even if you do find that dude, that's 6'1", 200K plus or whatever, he's probably got a dry personality. You probably are not even anywhere close to being attracted to him. Like, what are you left with? And then you're going to say, I can't find anybody. Yeah, because your standards are too high. This guy in the comments, Elgato says, 6'1", 200K, married and my wife hates me. That's horrible. That sucks for this guy. All right, next.
So I just received a call from HQ, and unfortunately, we're going to have to lay you off. Look, I know this all sounds sudden, but the way the economy is right now... All right, cool. Is that going to be it? What are you doing? Well, I already don't get paid enough to survive, so if I'm going to be broke, I'd rather do it outside of an office. See ya. Hey, you need something? Yeah, so it appears you have failed to meet the minimum payment for your vehicle, so unfortunately, we're going to be forced to take it. Excuse me? The car. I just lost my job, so I have nowhere to go anyways, so enjoy. You deserve it.
Wow.
Hello? Hey, Jake, this is your landlord. I noticed you're 3 months behind on rent. Do you plan on paying that at some point? No. Okay, well, we're gonna have to...
He just gets to the point, like, he just doesn't care anymore. He's accepted his fate. Like, it's all downhill. He's just sliding down a slide of grease. He's going into the pit. He doesn't care anymore.
Evict you then, because you're great. When do you need me out? By the end of the day? Oh, my network finally dropped me. It was a long time coming anyways. And your total is $15.87. Go ahead and tap your card, sir. All right. Oh, sorry, sir. It says your card has been declined. Oh. All right, and for our...
He holds up the freaking store. Oh, my God. Now he's in front of a judge.
Armed robbery, you'll be placed in county jail with a $20,000 bond until your sentence. If you have anything to say for yourself, please speak now. No, I'll just go to prison. What? Well, I don't have a job, I'm homeless, and I can't afford food, so prison seems like it solves all those problems. So take me away whenever you're ready. Well, unfortunately, sir, we can't do that. Wait, what? See, our prison system's already overflowing, and the state can't afford any more inmates, so in a way, the economy is too bad for you to go to prison. So I just received a call.
He can't even go to jail. Nobody has any money for anything. Oh my God. What is it? All right. Even though, yes, Lara has all the money, especially teaming up with Neom, JBL, all the other brands. Yeah, all these endorsements, man. My goodness, she's got to be rolling. She's promoted by, and she's absolutely deserves it. Yeah, I mean, when you put in that kind of work, I mean, good for her. I never hate anybody who found success. I'm really, she started so small, just doing like makeup tutorials and stuff, and she just found her way. So yeah, good for her. Superman. Look how realistic these photos are.
You know, I've got to say, for a bunch of gods, you guys are a real doubter.
You summoned me to sit among children? What is this?
Oh, look at you. The big bad pharaoh guy. Cute outfit, by the way. Very Halloween. Look, Your
Wow.
Highness, we're here because the world needs to know who's holding the leash. And spoiler alert, it's not the guy who needs a magic word to get a hard on.
My power was forged by the gods. Yours was cooked in a dish by a bunch of men in lab coats.
Man, would you two shut the hell up? Seriously, you're giving me a headache and I'm already hungover.
And this is supposed to be a
Oh
god?
my god.
You
It's like Will
smell
Smith
a
is so
dumpster
young.
Behind a dive bar. Get your act together, you laser.
I love it. I'm sorry, I love
Try it,
AI.
Blondie.
I
See
love
how
AI.
fast I shut my foot up where the sun don't shine.
Enough. All of you. I've watched you, Homelander. I've seen what you do when the cameras stop rolling. What you do at the top of a roof, by the way. Disgusting.
Very funny. You know, for a guy who flies around pretending he's humanity's babysitter, you must think you're so pure, you're just as much of a freak as the rest of us. Just wrap it in a pretty red cape.
Lower your tone, you creature of science. You sit in the presence of Kondak's sovereign. I did not.
So the thing is, their mouths need a little work. You can tell it's AI just simply by their mouth movements. It's got to get a little bit better, kind of blurs. Sometimes the teeth just look like one big piece instead of, you know, individual teeth. But yeah. Oh, her birthday is tomorrow. Is she going to be 24? How old is she going to be?
Not cross 5,000 years of history to sit across from a corporate mascot.
Corporate mask? Do you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah, I know what you are. Guy who jerks off the top of a skyscraper.
This guy. You know, I haven't even watched. I'm up to season 2 for The Boys, and I don't even know if I'm going to watch the rest of it because I already know how it ends. She'll be 26? Dude, I lost track of time. Like, I think my head is stuck like 3 years in the past. Like, part of me can't believe it's already 2026. Like, I went through heartbreak in the past year, but like before that, I was just kind of coasting at work. I think I'm 3 years in the past. I don't know why. I don't know. That's just me. All right, next video.
Good morning, little baby. Welcome to your very first day of life here on the Catalina's Critters Farm. You're so flipping adorable.
Aw.
Good morning, little turkeys. Oh,
Turkey?
Good morning,
Ducks.
little babies. Look at your mama protecting you. She's very... Any babies? Any babies? No babies. Okay. Any babies? Ow! Any babies? No babies. Just eggs. Okay, and fluffy, angry chicken.
She's got nice colors, though. I mean, does she have to keep singing to them? Oh my god. I love her videos, but she don't have to say good morning 50 times.
Let's rewind to her days as First Lady of Arkansas, where she wasn't just baking cookies and hosting.
You should go to the gym so you can get strong. You should go to the gym so you...
Wait. How's it? Oh, look how buff. Look how big her arms are. Look how big her arms are. Her arms are bigger than mine. Good God.
You can be attractive. No, you should go to the gym because it's super funny to be jacked in a
Look at
profession
that
where you
hair.
don't need to be jacked. Like, welcome to Starbucks. Do you want 1 pump of vanilla or 2?
She's got beautiful long hair. Wow. Damn.
The male equivalent of the Notebook is a man who's like really down on his luck and is just absolutely broke, just like nothing is going right for him, and a woman sticks by his side no matter what. Women do not like that fantasy for the same reason.
Yeah, no, not that never happens. I hardly ever hear of that happening. Like, I'll tell you what, if there's a chick that's stuck by you when you were a nobody and broke, that's the woman you take with you when you do succeed. That's wifey right there. But I've never encountered it, but I don't really know anybody who's, yeah. I don't see that happening in real life. I know what happens, but part of me just doesn't believe that it happens. It's just extremely rare.
Reason men don't like The Notebook. What do you mean it's a female fantasy to have you waiting around for her for 7 years? That's crazy. Well, I don't want to be with you while you're broke. I will say, but
That's not why men don't like The Notebook. Men don't like The Notebook because
cheating.
it's a tale about cheating and then getting a happily ever after from the woman's point of view. The woman in that movie has a great man. The man she's with is wealthy. He's kind to her. Her family loves him.
That's true.
He stuck by her side through it all. Gave her a life. And she cheats on him for a boy that she met in high school for.
And that's true. I've never watched The Notebook, nor do I really have the desire to. But The Notebook's an old movie. And I remember older girls would rave about it. And I'm like, I'm thinking it's just some regular romance flick. I didn't realize it was like glorifying cheating. I'm like, really? I was told not too long ago, well, I heard that women treat guys like guys treat jobs. We're the ones that fall in love. We're the ones that are romantic. We see more into the relationship than the girls do. But once you become useless or really pointless in a girl's life, she has no problem leaving you. Like, have you ever been to a job, and I've been to plenty, where I'm like, this is not serving its purpose anymore. Paycheck good, but kind of getting stressed out and aggravated. I'm going to go find something better. And I do. And I don't look back after that. That's really how most girls view guys. And we get devastated from it. Let's see. I'm also done with this photo project film that I've been working on for 2 weeks. I'll be releasing it tomorrow for Dilara's birthday. I think I told you about it in the TikTok DMs. But you'll see it when I post it on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's awesome because she follows you. She's going to see it for sure. Like, I honestly wish she would visit the States. But I guess being in Europe, that's where she makes all her money from. I'm sure she'll come around sooner or later, depending on what type of endorsements she can get.
People who could have changed the world but disappeared. This is Stanley Meyer, an
Meyer.
American inventor who built a car that ran entirely on water instead of gasoline. It could run on tap water, rainwater, or even seawater, and was capable of traveling 112 miles in a single gallon. 22 gallons of water could get you from Los Angeles to New York. So it goes without saying this invention could have changed the world forever. Oil companies quickly realized the threat this car would pose to the industry and offered Stanley millions of dollars to destroy his technology. But he refused, as he instead...
The thing is, I heard about this a long time ago. Don't know if there's any truth to it, but I also hear that he died in a weird way, I guess. And I think before he died, he just said that they were out to get him, and they, according to him, they ultimately got him. So, I don't know. Every time somebody comes out with some technology, I always hear some claim online that they're about to get into something big and reveal it to the world, but they don't quite get that far. It's like, just reveal it. I mean, it would have destroyed oil companies across the world. Like, so many jobs, so many people would be out of jobs. And if you could do this with water, just to get yourself around in a car, you can do that with anything. You can generate enormous amounts of electricity. I mean, why not? If this technology actually worked. Yeah, she'll... I don't want to do...
25. I'm gonna do my research. This is getting...
No, I don't want to do live stuff. Hello? Maybe I had to restart.
Yesterday, a police officer friend of mine in Central Florida was driving.
Yeah, she'll travel here in the States one day, but it's obviously her decision, but it would be awesome. Yeah, it would, I mean, dude, if you could meet her, I mean, I may even take a trip depending on where she goes. I mean, if she comes to Texas, I could pretty much probably drive anywhere. Like, if she goes up to Dallas, I think I could do that. If she comes to Houston, or even if she goes to Austin, I mean, I could drive there as well.
Driving a young girl to a mental health facility. She was having a full-on conversation with an invisible person in the back of his squad car. When he asked who she was talking to, she looked at him and she said, Lucifer. Then she paused, listened to the empty air, and muttered my name. I live 2,000 miles away in
What?
Utah. So today I'm going to tell you how a demon-possessed girl knew impossible details about my brother in Christ, knew anything about me, and why the spirit realm is a battleground you cannot afford to ignore. So my friend is a law enforcement officer out in...
So I think this is an intriguing story. This has never happened to me. No one at the back of a squad car has ever mentioned my name for anything, and then somehow I know that cop, and they refer back to me. Be like, hey, somebody was talking about you, and it's impossible because we live states away from each other. This person can't possibly know you. I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't believe it, but I can't really relate to this, you know? It's kind of like having a burning bush experience. I never had a burning bush experience. Oh.
Why'd you do that? Why did you do that?
So she hit him? Yeah, she's got to be on drugs, dude. Because he's shocking her and she's getting up like she just tripped over something. Let's try that. Let's see that again. All right, she's got something in her hand. Oh, she's got a telescopic baton. One of those. It's a steel rod, basically.
Why'd you do that? Why did you do that?
This incident took place in Virginia. Flight attendant Melissa Tompkins was wildly destroying property and threatening others inside a hotel. Surveillance footage shows Melissa blindly smashing things at the front desk and using an object in her hand
she
to make
crashed
attacking motions
out.
at a witness. After getting into an altercation, she grabbed a fire extinguisher in an attempt to retaliate. Officer
She had
George
enough.
Lasser, who was patrolling nearby, responded to handle the situation. He encountered Melissa in the hotel parking lot.
What's that?
Yeah, this girl's cray cray.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. It's the police. You're safe.
No, I'm not.
You're safe. Come here.
Me, please.
I'm the police. Come here.
Wait, are you gonna take me to jail?
No, 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 no.
No, for real.
No, you don't put your hands on a cop, dear.
And Melissa refused to cooperate, making attacking motions toward Officer George before running away. George drew his taser and initiated a foot pursuit while reporting.
He's
the
being
situation.
too nice to her, dude.
Hey, 14 Sentinel County. I got one running.
I'm gonna tase you. I'm sorry. I'm not
Melissa was running
doing
fast,
all
and
that.
George nearly lost sight of her twice. When she reached the police cruiser, Melissa suddenly turned around and walked straight toward George. George didn't want to shoot and tried to communicate with her, but Melissa was completely uncooperative. And
If this
began
was a
making
dude, he
attacking
would've shot
motions
him.
once again.
Bam. Come here. Stop. Get back.
Why?
Get back.
The officer was completely overwhelmed by Melissa's assault and could only call out for help. And what Melissa did next would ultimately cause her to fall asleep.
How the hell he got overwhelmed? What? First of all, I don't know this guy. I don't know what he looks like. The dude seemed like he couldn't chase her. Like, one of the things being a cop is you gotta be able to run. You couldn't catch this woman, and when she came over to you, it looks like she's just waving her arms at you and you're overwhelmed. What's going on? I'm missing something here.
Down. Stop it. I don't want to shoot you.
Go, bitch.
I don't want to shoot you.
I'm wrapping his neck.
What the? She's trying to choke him with the taser cord?
Why'd you do that?
Dude, that don't make no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Like, I'm grabbing you and I'm slamming you into the ground. Don't care if you're the opposite sex. I don't know if you're on drugs, PCP, whatever it is. It looked like it didn't even look real. I'm like, dude, you got overwhelmed. I don't get this. This doesn't even look real.
The first weird thing about becoming a trillionaire is that nothing feels real anymore. Not the money, not the people, not even your own life.
Money is no object at that point. Either that woman's on drugs or she's drunk. I don't know, but WTF, man. Yeah, I mean, but even if you're drunk, I don't know. I don't see her becoming superhuman. I think it's a combination of her being on something and maybe something was wrong with the dude. I mean, I don't know. That seemed staged.
Because one day you're comparing grocery prices like a normal person, and the next day governments are nervous when you tweet. It starts at 8:14 a.m. You're half awake, hair
Governments are nervous when you tweet. Who do you think they're talking about?
Destroyed. You grab your phone expecting spam emails and low battery anxiety, but instead, every banking app on your screen has crashed. At first, you panic. Then your phone starts vibrating, and it doesn't stop. Texts, calls, emails, news alerts, unknown numbers, a voicemail from your bank that begins with, "Sir, we need to discuss your liquidity event." That's rich people language for, "You accidentally became economically concerning." Within hours, financial experts are on television trying to explain you. One guy points at a graph and says, "This level of wealth concentration is historically unprecedented." Dude, they're talking about you like you're an incoming asteroid. And honestly, at first, it's amazing. You buy all the dumb things you promised yourself you'd buy if you ever got rich. A penthouse, a hypercar, ridiculously expensive watches, a gaming setup so powerful it could probably detect alien life. You order food without checking prices. That's when you know things have gone too far. Because normal people will spend 45 minutes choosing between medium fries and large fries. Now you're casually adding guacamole. But the real insanity begins when you realize you can do literally anything. Not metaphorically, actually anything. You want to fly to Japan for ramen? Done. You want to rent an entire ski resort because you don't like lines? Done. You want to...
So I had a boss. I worked for an electric company, and I remember doing customer service at the time, and I received a phone call. And I don't know why. I guess they called the regular customer service line. They didn't have the number to secretary. And they said, "Hey, you know, Bob's. Can you let Bob know that his jet is ready for Dallas and should he can come by anytime and whatnot." The dude rented a jet because he wanted to go see a ball game in Dallas. And once the game was over, he'd probably have dinner or whatever, and then he would just fly back. Like taking a cab for him. The dude hired a jet. I'm like, what? Now, he was a good boss, actually. He's a great boss, but man, to have money like that, I mean, he wasn't a trillionaire. He wasn't anywhere near a trillionaire. He's multimillionaire, but being a trillionaire, I always imagine living a very simple life. Not really a secluded location, but away from most people. Having a personal assistant. Having maybe a chef that would make me awesome meals because I love to eat. I would probably get those little things just for me. But I don't really have much of an imagination when it comes to having all that money. I won't do boats. I don't like yachts. I don't do anything really with water. I probably have maybe a few nice cars. They'd all be bulletproof. I'd probably have clothing that's like you can't stab me or shoot me. They'd all be like, because there's materials that exist that do that. And I don't know. I think I would spend my money in some interesting ways, but I don't think I'd be all extravagant like this guy in the video is.
Shut down a beach for your dog's birthday party? Technically unethical, but also done. Money stops being money. It becomes a cheat code. And that's when your brain starts changing.
It is a cheat
slowly,
code.
Quietly, dangerously. Because normal life begins disappearing. You stop hearing the word no. At restaurants, people magically find tables. Traffic gets blocked for you. Stores close so you can shop privately. Employees start laughing before you finish jokes. Even terrible jokes. You could say, what if fish had jobs? And suddenly 3 executives are gasping for oxygen. One guy slaps the table. A woman wipes tears from her eyes. Congratulations, you're not funny anymore. You're rich funny. Completely different disease. Then comes the shopping problem. Because eventually, there's nothing left to buy that feels exciting. The first supercar? Amazing. The 5th? Cool. The 20th? You're basically collecting expensive chairs. So your purchases become stranger. You buy a mountain cabin in Switzerland. You buy a castle in Scotland because apparently rich people become medieval eventually. You buy a painting for $90 million and secretly don't even like it. You just nodded during an auction because 2 billionaires annoyed you. Now you own a giant blurry square called Silence of Humanity 4. It looks like printer damage. But experts say it represents post-capitalist isolation, which is art world code for we made this up. Then your family changes. Not immediately. That's the scary part. It happens slowly, like water rising in a room. At first, everyone is excited for you.
You know what? I got a problem meeting somebody now in my life. Obviously, I couldn't preserve what I had 6 months ago. But I wouldn't even know. I think being that rich, I may be even more isolated because I'd be so nervous that, I don't know, she'd want me for my money. I mean, I'd have to have her sign one hell of a prenup. I'd be like, look, I can give you a beautiful life, but if you're trying to, like, divorce me and get half, not going to happen. I think that's how I would approach it. Like, at that point, my entire job would be protecting my money and how to make more of it.
Cousins cheer. Your parents cry. Friends say, don't forget us when you're rich. Everybody laughs. Nobody realizes that sentence was a prophecy. A few months later, every...
Do you know how many people I've already forgotten and I'm not even rich? I wouldn't associate with most of the people that I know because people turn into something different when they realize you got a large amount of money. All of a sudden, they think that you can solve all their problems, which you probably could financially. But I'd be like, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you a dime. You didn't care about me when I was regular. I'm not going to think about you when I'm a billionaire or trillionaire.
Conversation becomes weird. People stop recommending affordable restaurants around you. Friends hesitate before inviting you places. They assume you're too big for normal life now, and you keep trying to act normal. But normal
I wouldn't
died
have
the
that
second your net
problem.
worth hit 12 digits. Then the requests begin. At first, they're reasonable. Can you help with tuition? Can you help with debt? Of course you can. You happily help, but then it spreads. A friend of a friend needs startup funding. A cousin suddenly has a business opportunity. Someone you met once at a
Yeah.
birthday party sends you a 19-page PDF called Why You Should Invest in My Luxury Energy Drink. You open it. The product is sparkling water for dogs. Your DMs become terrifying. Thousands per hour. People asking for money. The first weird thing about becoming a trillionaire?
Oh my god. He said fucking facts 100%. Let me allow that because my little bot, it will block out curse words, so I have to manually allow them in. Yeah. Dude, this was some time ago. This had to be before COVID. So we're talking prior to 2020. I used to have this crush on this girl at Denny's. She was a Denny's waitress. I met a lot of interesting characters at Denny's. You know, I tend to do that. I pick one spot and I just focus and I become a regular there and people get used to me. And I try to see who's cute enough to ask out. So obviously, me and this girl never became a thing. She already had a boyfriend anyway, so it wasn't going to happen. We would go out sometimes and I would treat her. But one day out of the blue, she asked me for $2,000 for tuition. And I'm like, what? 2,000? Wait a minute. I couldn't, I had to pause and take a good 5 minutes because part of me was like, the audacity of this woman to ask me for such a large amount of money. First thing I asked her was, where's your boyfriend? What about your family? She came up with all kind of excuses. And I think I told her, I said, I don't think it's really right that you ask me for that type of money for college tuition. We don't really know each other like that. She was appalled. She couldn't understand my reply. She actually thought that I was going to just give her the money like nothing. I'm like, no, I don't owe you anything. You ain't my girl. You're certainly not sleeping with me. That's not even a consideration of my mind to give you that kind of money. I don't care if you want $20. I'm going to tell you, hey, where's your man? Where's your parents? Don't come to me. That was the audacity, the nerve. Suffice it to say, I haven't talked to her since. Like the nerve of some of these women, it's insane. Like you think I'm a simp? Nah, you got the wrong guy. No way in hell am I going to give you money for anything. I got to tell you something. The girl that I still love, by the way, but the girl I thought I had something with, if she said she was behind on a car payment for her Honda, she ain't getting no money from me. I'd be like, go to the dude you're sleeping with. If you don't got that, go to the dudes you still entertain. Go to your mom. Don't come to me. You left me all alone. I'm not going to even consider helping you. Now, if she needed a place to stay, yeah, you could sleep over. But this is not going to be a long-term thing. Okay? You got to be... Membership has its privileges. You're not even a member. You're not getting a dime from me. Like, come on. I respect myself. Guess what? If you ever... Don't ever, for out there, for anybody listening, don't ever simp for a girl. Because as soon as you do, first of all, they don't respect you anyway if they're asking you to begin with, knowing the context isn't right. They never called you for anything else. Now, all of a sudden, they play all friendly when they need money from you. They'll respect you even less if you give that money to them. Don't ever do that to yourself. They don't respect you. And as soon as you give that money and they get what they need, they're going to leave you. They don't care if you drop that a week later. Trust me on that one. All right.
How can I reward Rome's greatest general?
Let me go home.
Home. Tell me about your home.
I don't think he had a chance to go home, if I remember the movie. I don't think he was ever able to go home. My name is Maximus. This is where my father got the name from. Oh, he named you Maximus? That's pretty cool.
Houses in the hills above Dahilla. Very simple place. It's where the gators are giant poplar. Figs, apples, pears, the soil, Marcus Black.
I don't think he gets a chance to go home. Am I wrong? Let's ask AI. Does Maximus ever make it home in Gladiator? Says Maximus never makes it home physically. While he escapes his execution and search for his family in Spain, he arrives to find his farm burned to the ground and his wife and son crucified. Jesus Christ. Captured and sold into slavery shortly after, he only returns home in death, joining them in the Elysian fields. Wow. His ultimate journey is one of vengeance and securing Rome's future before peacefully reuniting with his family in the afterlife. Oh my God. Man, I'm glad I didn't watch this movie all the way through. Yep, and rightfully so. She just didn't want to be with you and didn't respect you in the first place. Yeah. I'm so glad I didn't give her $2,000. Oh, I'm not giving you $2,000 for anything. I don't care what you need it for. You had a whole family. You had a boyfriend you were sleeping with, and you wanted me to give you $2,000 for college? So sorry, sweetheart. Go find another simp, because that's not me. This poor guy. He never makes it home.
You guys are going to want to watch this whole video. You know how we were just talking about the 2027 vehicle mandate with the driver surveillance? This lady has had a
You can hear it, right? I hope it's not too low.
very disturbing first-hand experience. Check it out.
I rented a car in Europe, and as the woman handed me the car keys, she said, "This is a brand new car," and she was like super excited about it. She was like, "It's 2026," and I was like, "Awesome! No one's had a chance to like fart or smoke in it. This will be great." And I drove it for a day or two, and I was getting on a highway. It was a 6-lane highway, and all of a sudden the gas stopped working, and
Wow.
I'm pressing on the gas. I can't get the car to go, so the car is dinging. It's making all this.
I'm telling you, what do you think she did? I think she probably looking out the window in the wrong direction. And the car probably said, "Nope, you are not fit for driving. We're going to stall right here and pull over to the side of the road." Let's see. Let's see if I'm right.
Noise, and I can't figure out what's going on. And I look at the dashboard, and in English it says, "Sit up straight, we can't find your eyes."
Oh my God. See? I was right.
Why do you need to see my eyes? That was my first thought.
Wow.
And I'm short, so I sit low in the seat, and I guess, I don't know, maybe I'd been driving a while and I'd kind of slouch down more instead
There you
of
go.
sitting upright.
I
And
called it.
when I sat upright, the gas would work once again. And so I
Clip that. That's I called it. It didn't. It thought she wasn't even looking at the road. And she might have been looking out the window. It stopped. That's insane. That's insane. Oh my God. So literally, I can't buy a car after 2025. The next car I get goes up to 2025 because everything after that I think is mandated that the car looks at you while you drive. That's crazy. They're going to make it to the point, Dom, where it's going to be too expensive to drive on your own. Everything is going to be autonomous. The car is going to drive for you. You're just going to say where you want to go. It's going to take you there, park itself, and that's it. And when you're ready, you tell it where you want to go, and it'll take you back home. It's going to be too expensive to drive manually now. Manual used to be manual transmission. Now it's you driving. Now it's changed its meaning.
pressed the gas, but I was slowing down enough that it was going to cause a traffic hazard. And the thing is, it knew I wasn't asleep because I was pressing on the gas. So it knew I was awake. It just wanted to see my eyes. So once I sat upright and leaned forward, I guess it did facial recognition. And then it says, may I send you these results to a third party? To which I said, no, you may not.
Wow.
No. Who is the third party? Who, first of all, who's watching me drive the car to begin with?
An AI.
Secondly, who is the third party you're sending it to? And lastly, it is so dangerous. There are so many scenarios where losing control of the gas can put a car in a very dangerous situation.
That's right.
Like, what if I was pulling out in front of a semi-truck? What if I was going over a railroad track? And the absolute worst part is the argument for this is to combat sleepy drivers. And the truth is, if you fall asleep while you're driving, you're not going to be pushing down all the way on the gas. You're going to let up. You're going to relax. No one keeps their foot pointed while they're asleep. And if they say, well, what about cruise control? Then just take off cruise control. Disable cruise control in cars. That's the solution.
The problem is, so I came back from, I went to a graduation ceremony for my friend's daughter. Like, she's 18. She just graduated high school. I wanted to be a part of that. But she lives not that far from Dallas, actually. But that drive coming back, I was fine going because I started early in the morning. I just woke up. I had a coffee. You know, I was ready to go. It's like, it's almost a 6-hour drive from where I had to go because I had to get to the Dallas area and then cut off and start going east, you know, towards Texarkana. Boy, when I tell you, first of all, I did 6 hours. We went to the graduation. We went to eat. So obviously, you're going to feel sleepy after you eat. I said, oh, time to go home. So I'm driving another 5 to 6 hours back. Dude, I tell you, I had to fight not to fall asleep on the highway. I was fighting it. I hate that drive back from Dallas. It is hard. This car would have screwed me over. It would have pulled me over to the side of the highway. And I probably would have gotten a ticket for falling asleep in traffic, even though I made it out fine. But it is what it is.
Not, I need to see your eyeballs for the car to work.
Right.
There's so many dangerous implications for this. But even if you're using it just for the good implication, you know, sleepy drivers, we need to see eyeballs at all times, it's still wrong.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know what? I think if they wanted to, if they don't like you, they could probably make the car go off the road. Maybe have you hit the accelerator a little bit too much and you wind up slamming into something and therefore losing your life. There's a potential for this to be used in a very wrong way.
You may look at me and be like, wow, she looks so pretty. She looks so perfect.
I knew a girl that looked like this in Brooklyn, actually.
If you're not thinking that, that is totally fine, but I'm giving an explanation. If you think that, just objectively look at me for a second.
Okay.
Think
I'm
about
looking.
what I've done to enhance my appearance. Do you see the makeup?
Yeah, you have a lot of makeup, my dear. This does not escape my attention. I don't think this is natural in any regard. Just about everything on you is makeup.
Do you see the lashes? Do you see the jewelry?
Yep.
My hairdo? My clothes? But beneath that, you wouldn't know that I haven't brushed my teeth in 2 days, and I need to do that when I get home. You wouldn't know that I have ingrown hairs down there.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that my skin is actually my foundation is a bit too pink for my face. So it looks good on camera, but in real life, it's a little pink compared to my neck. It's a little pink. My hair is greasy right now. I have, like,
oh,
not
that's
razor
nothing.
rash burn or anything like that, but I have
Whatever.
hairs growing in my armpits. I had to reapply extra deodorant today because I sweat a lot last night and I didn't smell the best. What else?
What were you doing last night, dear?
I don't feel good. Like, I don't know, you just have to, before you compare yourself to someone or before you start to have those thoughts, you have to, like, think, what are they hiding? Or not necessarily what are...
I mean, the way I see it, I think everybody doesn't want to have certain things known about themselves. They want to put on a facade, but everybody does that. I mean, girls at least with the makeup. guys will do it maybe with success. You know, if they want to hide something.
What's your take on the rapture and like when that will take place?
So I'm going to be honest with you, and this is
a lie is temporary. But
will you at least let me try to talk you out of it?
Bruce.
Wait, please. Never mind.
What are they talking about?
This. Here. You'll get the idea.
Wow. Marriage.
What do you say?
Of course I will. I never thought this would happen. I always felt like I'd thrown you a curveball, like you never knew what to do with me because I wasn't in the plan.
You are now. I'm changing the plan.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Looks like Dad's got company. Business type company.
So I'm guessing this doesn't work out because I don't remember Superman being married.
Doesn't usually see clients here, at least not at this hour. Maybe we should wait till tomorrow before we give him the good news.
Maybe.
Good night, Bruce. Alfred.
Miss?
Alfred, what's wrong?
This just arrived, sir.
No way. No way. She gave it back?
Left with Dad.
What?
Too young. Need time. Forget about me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. That sucks. Holy shit. You see what they did though? What it turned him into?
God.
Now obviously it's two different cartoons. Oh my god. That's horrible, man. And so many guys have gone through this.
Will you at least let me?
My god. You know, I never saw this episode. Like, this is very, very old cartoons. I was hanging out most of the time. And I remember the Batman cartoons because I love Batman. I love Superman too, but I think I watched more Batman. I didn't know I was even going to see this. And obviously, I'm not a superhero. But he made his move. She accepted. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, and you probably already know. It's opposite for me. She made the move. I accepted. I got attached. Everything was going great until it didn't. Until it wasn't. Forget about me is what she said in the letter. What? What about all we had? What about all we went through? And the dude winded up turning from Superman to freaking Batman. And he watches her and he grieves that she's with another dude. Wow. Clip that. My goodness. Internet, you trying to tug on my heartstrings today.
What an idiot.
Ooh. Look at all that. I don't know why that dude really wanted to get around that hard. Uh-oh. That guy was clearly not paying attention. Dude, that's insane, dude. Like, you get so emotionally invested in someone, they agree. Or in this case, she let me know, and I was like, wow, this is too good to be true. Dude, this happened October 8th of last year. I'll just let you know in my life. But by November 26th, that's when she dropped the bomb on me. We're not even friends anymore. I recently returned her makeup and stuff that she left over my house. I did it on, was it Monday? What's today's date? Today's the 12th? Yeah. Matter of fact, I did it Sunday night into Monday morning. I went over at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I put everything in a Kroger bag. All her makeup, the nail stuff, her hair products, shampoo, toothbrush, and I put it on the top of her car so that she could find it Monday morning. If you're asking, did she text me thank you? No, I never heard from her. I wasn't expecting it, honestly. But that's the closest I've been to her since then. And that kind of sucks. Let me take a bathroom break real quick. I'll be right back. I was just watching a burnt peanut clip. Let me make sure my avatar is good. Yeah, the mouth movements are good. I'm still moving. I'm still going about. My last stream, I had a big, thick white line above my avatar. I didn't even know it until after I was viewing the VOD.
Will you at least let me?
Let me go to this one. I'd be like, I meant to comment on this one. Superman met his first avoidant. So that's the technical name for it, Dom, if you're still there. They're called avoidants. All of a sudden, when something gets real, a little bit too real, too much emotion, they can't take it, they run away. That's called an avoidant. All right, next. Look at this cat.
This little guy right here has
No survival
absolutely zero self-preservation skills. That's my car. He was laying right there, and as I was backing up into my driveway, I could see him in my camera. Did he move? No. He just
Wow.
laid there like a fucking little potato staring right at me. I could have just went all the way back and crushed him. But did he even like think of moving? Even now, look at him.
Look, he's just
letting me
chill.
hold him. Is there
He's
even
a cute
thought
cat,
going on
though.
in that little head of yours?
You know what? I honestly would probably consider this cat as a pet. Because, yeah, he has no survival skills, so he's not for the streets. You got to keep him in the house. So he's just chill. He's a potato sack cat. He probably doesn't get vicious or anything like that. He's just chill all the time. This is the type of cat I would have at my place. He's a cute cat. Let's see. Love those. Hello. Love those. Oh. Potato sack cats. I love those. They just chill all the time, no matter what.
I enjoy it so much. The CEO of Cameo, who's an awesome guy, Steven.
Jesus Christ, she's tall. How I feel pulling up knowing we're going to be taller than everyone there. Jesus Christ. I'm going to tell you something, and I don't care what people think of me. I don't care anymore. When I see, for some reason, maybe it's because I see it as an actual good challenge, I see tall women, I become emboldened to talk to them. I get more courage than I do talking to girls either my height or even shorter. I see somebody like that, I'm probably going to talk to them. They're all tall. All pretty. The first one is really nice. Wow. I love tall women.
100% they know when you know.
See, the thing is, I think people have made a business. They certainly made a hell of a lot of videos. Everybody calls everybody else a narcissist. My mother calls me a narcissist. She calls my stepdad a narcissist. Statistically, very few people are actually narcissists. So this word gets so overused, it's ridiculous. Debt slaves forever,
Let's
the
talk
Americans.
about a dream.
What's this?
Specifically, the American dream. The spacious suburban house, 2 cars in the driveway, annual vacations, and shiny college degrees on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
For decades, it's been the gold standard of a life well lived.
Right. I know
But
people
what if
with
it wasn't
this
a
lifestyle.
dream at all? What if it was actually a highly effective, incredibly lucrative business model designed to keep you running on a treadmill until you die? To understand how we got here, we have to go back to the 1920s.
When my grandparents were born.
Before then, people mostly bought what they needed. Corporations realized that if people only buy what they need, eventually, they'll stop buying.
That's right.
Then entered Edward Bernays, the nephew of Sigmund Freud.
Freud. Yeah. How do I get people to buy
Theories
more?
on human psychology and weaponized them for Wall Street, pioneering the public relations industry. Bernays' philosophy was
So I think this is a very well done video. It's obviously AI generated. It's so long though, that's the thing. But yeah, I get this. Debt slaves forever, it says. We gotta keep making money off of you. We're gonna do things like what's called planned obsolescence. Meaning we're not going to make products so well that you can use them for the rest of your life. We'll make them so they will ultimately wear out. Probably a relatively short period of time. That's everything from your light bulbs to your cars to your clothes. I can't tell you how many clothes I go through because I wash them a few times. Not only do they become, and I wash with cold water. they fade, they lose their color, they start to rip apart. Like there are some shirts I have where on the collars, the threads are they're loosening, they're falling apart. Like they don't even make clothes the way they used to.
There's a big update in the Luigi Mangione trial, and it's all based
I
on...
don't care.
I can sanction you for abusive litigation. All right?
Why am I seeing all this legal stuff? I have I'm not interested in any of this.
You couldn't make this up if you tried.
When a human gets close, cheetahs usually don't care. For an animal known as the fastest land predator on Earth, cheetahs are surprisingly calm around people. That's because humans aren't part of their natural prey, and unlike lions or leopards, cheetahs generally prefer avoiding conflict whenever possible.
Wow,
In fact,
look at that
cheetahs
face.
are built very differently from most large felines. Almost everything about them is designed for speed. Their lightweight bodies, long legs, flexible spines, and oversized lungs help them accelerate faster than almost any animal on land. But that speed comes at a cost. Unlike lions, tigers, or leopards, cheetahs aren't especially powerful fighters. They rely on quick chases and agility rather than brute strength. And their personalities are surprisingly different too. While many large felines roar, cheetahs can't roar at all. Instead, they make sounds that are much closer to chirps, purrs, and even little meows. They're also known for being shy and easily stressed. In the wild, cheetahs will often avoid larger predators because a single injury can make hunting almost impossible. When a human...
Yeah, cheetahs are cool. They won't attack me.
What's next? Your prediction box.
The world will move towards an AI surveillance state. Everything you do online is being recorded and it's being inputted into the database.
Right.
To figure out who you are, what you want, and how to control you. And they think
And make a whole lot of money off of you. Yep, I see it.
this is progress, by the way.
This girl says in the comments, everyone stop using AI. I'm sorry, you can't. It's unavoidable. Even if you want to stop using it, yeah, you don't have to use Gemini or whatever, but even using Google, you're using AI. Like no matter what you do with up to a few exceptions, you're going to use AI because it's going to be fully integrated into everything, including, like we mentioned a few videos back, your new car.
progress because I'm making you a better person, right?
I feel like that's already happening.
I think it's pretty obvious. Yeah.
What does that mean in reality for the average person? Because, you know, we're seeing some of these big companies like OpenAI and Anthropic all sort of signing up to government military surveillance projects. What does that mean for the average person?
Right. So for the average person, it means two things. It means digital ID and digital currency.
Okay.
So what that will allow is for the government to basically monitor everything you do online and control all financial transactions. It can basically program your bank account. So like you can't buy cigarettes or you can't buy drugs. And this will allow the government to basically categorize everyone and put everyone into a certain database to monitor that person. And once you're able to categorize everyone, you are able to use AI to predict their behavior.
Isn't this what goes on in some parts of the world?
This is what goes on in China. And that's how I know about this.
How does it work in China?
Well, in China, we all have digital ID.
Right.
If you want to access anything in China, you need your digital ID. So if you want to open a bank account, you have to use a digital ID. If you want to use any e-payments, you have to use digital ID. If you want to use a phone, you have to use digital ID. Okay, so everyone's part of this national database, and then what this allows government to do is basically monitor everything you do, because basically, depending on how you buy things, I can then extrapolate to figure out your behavior, and then I can figure out your thinking, right? And then I can create incentives in order to guide and control your behavior.
So in China, can they see everything that you do?
Yes, they can.
Messages you send,
everything,
payments you make,
everything,
Wow.
everything.
Won't you be in trouble if you talk against this system?
Well, me personally, okay. So I operate in a gray area where I do not interact with the Chinese internet. So everything I do is in English. It's meant for consumption in the Western world. and I don't talk to Chinese reporters. I don't talk to Chinese social media. I have no Chinese media presence, and I am not at all influential in China. And I prefer that way because if I ever became
He stays out of trouble. That's why.
famous in China, then they would obviously want to control me in order to better influence other people.
What's next?
Yeah, he took the safe route. I don't blame him for doing that.
I dated a girl with the same name as my mum. I wasn't allowed to call her by her name during sex because it would remind her of my girlfriend.
Oh my god, are you serious? Good joke though. Good joke. Dad joke.
No, no, no.
Dude, can you tell one girl didn't get it? Look at her. She didn't even get the joke. Oh my god. I don't think she got it.
No, no, no.
What do you call children born in a whorehouse?
In a whole house or a whole house?
Whorehouse.
Gotcha. What?
Brothel sprouts.
Wow. Okay. Stupid.
That's good.
It is good. I like that one.
What's the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman? One's a superhero and one's a command.
No way. That's crazy.
I really like that one. What do you do when you finish a magazine at school?
And close it.
Yeah.
You reload.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. He likes that one.
I think that one might get cut.
This is so fun. It's all right. We'll try. Hopefully.
School's out.
Oh, stop. I want that in. I won't say anything. School's out.
I think you might have to get yourself
Hey.
a shot.
What does a pizza delivery man and a gynecologist have in common?
I don't know.
They both can scrape some cheese off the box for a quick snack.
Wow. Oh, that's gross.
Too early? Too early for that?
I can smell that joke, dude.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You eat day 4 ass, for sure.
He day 4 ass. Oh, clip that.
Sorry.
What do you call a blonde that is still in the closet?
I don't know.
Last year's hide and seek champion.
I don't get it.
Wow. Jesus.
Alright, your turn. I've got the fucked up shit coming.
What? Oh, I feel like I've said my best ones.
What's the female equivalent of teabagging called? A flappuccino.
Oh my god.
I love that.
Flappuccino. Oh my god.
It's so outnumbered, it's not funny.
Frappuccino's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No way.
And Sap's not a long black.
Jesus Christ.
My favorite childhood memory was building sandcastles with my granddad until my mother took his ashes away.
No. Aww. Good jokes. Good jokes.
It's okay, baby, let it out.
He's appalled by it.
Classic Abby.
That's the thing. When you don't laugh, you have to. The other person's got to drink. That's how you play that game.
May we contact your previous employer? Sure, as long as I.
Oh no! All right, so let's
Excuse me. I need everybody to take a break and be honest for a second, just for one.
Yo,
this
the last. Nope.
Ma'am.
Cat jumps right in the box. He's trying so hard to get out. Oh. Wow, fit through. Styrofoam. It's a beautiful cat. Like what? What the hell do you want?
Now here we go.
They love boxes, man. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Even big cats love boxes. They love like just little areas. I guess they feel safe. Like, I don't know.
This was the greatest intelligence failure in American history. 3,000 Americans were killed.
Yeah, he's talking about 9/11. 9/11, folks.
In one day.
I'm officially at that age where I can date a guy or his dad, and it's tough because you learn, like, oh, I can't go too young. I did that last year. I went on a date with a 25-year-old too young because he did this thing where he was like, if we hook up, I could go all night. And I was like, wow, I wish you wouldn't all night. Like, I have stuff to do in the morning. Please don't do that to me. But I still made out with him because I'm a pedophile. And at one point, he grabbed my boob, and he just goes, oh, are these real? And I was like, yeah, man, they're real. Okay. No one goes in for a boob job and asks for A cups. No one's like, hey, could you make them like an A-cup banana clip situation, kind of make the nipples look like two magnets that don't want to be close to each other? Like, could you do something like that? I was like, yeah, they're real.
God.
And he just goes, oh, well, they're kind of lumpy. Okay, I get intrusive thoughts. So he's making out with me. He's all like, I'm going to go all night. And I'm just, I have breast cancer. I have breast cancer. I have breast cancer.
Oh my God, he ruined
it. I have to
it.
go to the gynecologist. So I go to the gynecologist the next day, and I was like, hey, I made out with a 25-year-old last night. And she was like, you didn't have to tell me that. And I was like, it feels like you're jealous. You think I did that? And so she felt my boobs, and it turns out that I just have dense breast, which I feel like had I not gone so young, I would have never found out that piece of information of myself, and that would have been better for me. I'm officially at that.
Dense breast doesn't make a difference, but yet it's a complex she gave herself because of that dude.
I cannot stop thinking about him. I know. What can I do?
You can go on to somebody else. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to meet somebody else. You're never gonna forget them, but you gotta dull those intense feelings. You gotta see if you can talk to somebody else. That's just the best way to do it, to get over it the fastest.
What do you want? I want to be with him all the time. I want him to smile at me, to love me, to choose me. I'm already giving that to you. What? What are you talking about? You are experiencing right now what you've ordered. What did I order? You ordered that you want that person. Wanting or needing him translate to I don't have him. Very simple. What? In what language do I have to place orders? Do you even understand English? I understand the underlying energy. Your current energy is that you're lacking something. I mainly read, I don't have him.
See, I the one thing that drives me crazy, like people always try to find that hidden equation, how to find somebody. But I hate it when people retreat to, you know what, Fortify, you're lacking. You don't believe in yourself. You don't love yourself enough. So it's almost engineered, like purposefully to just have you just go doubting yourself the entire time. And I know that aura, that energy, if you will, shows. people sense it, even if they can't see it consciously. The subconscious detects that. If a dude walks around, he wants to meet somebody, but there's something about himself that he's unsure of. People pick up on that, and I can't stand that. Like, Chef Universe, I need you to get this woman some help.
And all the other things you think that you're lacking. What other things? You believe that you are not special and pretty enough, and that you don't matter. And this person makes you feel like you're special and pretty and that you matter.
Right.
That's why you're so obsessed with him.
Yeah.
No, I just really like him. You like him right now mainly for how he makes you feel.
Right.
Not because of him. Okay, but what?
So, you know, I don't know exactly where this is going, but when people say, oh, you didn't really love them or you didn't really like them, you just like how they made you feel. I'm like, isn't that what everybody? Maybe I'm not understanding. Yeah, I like the way so-and-so made me feel 6 months ago, or probably a little bit more than 6 months ago now. I loved being around her. I loved being with her. We could be in total silence, not a problem. Oh, you don't really like her, or you don't really love her, you just like how they made you feel. Well, that's what it's all wrapped up around. I mean, what do we do? Just walk around like Spock? Of course there's emotions involved. But you're trying to separate, maybe I just don't understand it. They're literally separating the emotion from the person. Like, why would you do that?
What's wrong with that? Isn't that normal? It's common, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not very empowering. You make yourself dependent on something outside of yourself. But what can I do otherwise? Give yourself what you're craving from him. Treat yourself like you're special, like you matter.
Look, I tell you what, I take care of myself. I love myself. I do everything I need to make sure I'm safe. I try to do to distract things from past memories that I really can't dwell on anymore because they kind of drive me nuts. I make sure that I try to have the best day possible. I already have all this in place. It's like, let me get myself perfect before I can meet the other person. That's baloney.
But I'm doing that already. No, the last few days you poured all your attention and your energy into thinking about that person.
Right.
You abandoned your goals, you neglected yourself. It feels like the only thing that matters is him, not you. So I only get him when I no longer need him? That is so unfair. It's just
physics. See, that's just another formula that they give you. You'll find them when you least expect it or when you stop looking. Like, I know people, couples, they literally don't need to be together, yet they have each other. Somehow it worked out for them. I don't see this long checklist following everybody else. It's ridiculous. To me, it's just copium.
Physics. And I'm actually doing you a favor. And him too.
Sure.
You both will be much more aligned once you're no longer a junkie to his attention and affection. You're right. I'm such an idiot.
Okay, so just be content with being single. I get it. I think it's a decent video. I think she's got a meaning to it, and there are people that maybe this applies to, but it's not applying to me at this time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bakeman's throwing up. What the hell? You know, they got Anakin. Look at Casper. Those buses are just picking on everybody. Oh my god, they got freaking... they got Patrick Swayze from Ghost. Leave him alone. Let him go to heaven. Oh my god. Look. Leave Leave Patrick Swayze alone. Why are you picking on him, Ghostbusters? That's just not right. Flip that. Oh, that's Hellraiser. No, is it? That's not Hellraiser. This is is it Phantasm? It was a sphere that used to go around and had blades and stuff that would come out of it. Yeah, Phantasm. Man, that's an old movie. The coolest thing is it looks just like them. Like half these guys are deceased, I think. Not even all the Ghostbuster actors are alive anymore.
Run! Get out!
It was good. This was good. I wonder how long this took to generate.
You know, in Estonia, we don't have any limits. We have compulsory military service. We're too small to pick. Everyone goes. Wheelchair people, we send them. Oh, yeah, we put a grenade in your lap and... Down syndrome people, we send them. Oh, yeah, we have a whole squad. Estonian Special Forces. We get them all together in a parking lot. We connect them with a rope. We look them in the eyes and we tell them, listen, they killed Santa. What I love about Texas is that you guys are like proud to be American. And I love that energy. Because the first time I came to America, I went to Seattle. Very different vibe. Dude, I go to Seattle, I'm hyped. I'm ready to get off the plane. I watched Saving Private Ryan back to back 3 times. I'm ready to shoot somebody. Let's storm the Capitol and shit. And then I get to Seattle, everybody walks around.
Yeah.
Every bitch I met had like green hair. Every conversation I had in Seattle, they were all like, you know, America is built on a racist agenda. Who gives a f? You're here on the winning side. If you don't like America, go check out Ukraine. Try to get an oatmeal latte in downtown Kiev. You ungrateful. Whoever you vote for.
Yeah, he's this guy's good. I don't know who he is, but he's right. This guy, this is on. He's got over 11,000 followers. He's good. Oh, these are different comedians, though. Oh, Norm. I miss him. Let's see.
Do you want to hear my impression of the
That's going to be you if you don't lose weight.
Do you want to hear my impression of the 9/11 call from Johnny Carson?
911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why'd you laugh?
I love that guy.
You said it.
Norm.
No, it works.
Okay, Johnny Carson died at 80 years old. Would you like to hear my impression? How can you not like watching a show where a guy's hunting a crocodile? You know, you can't get a more fun show than that, you know? And, but anyways, and then he died, and it was sad.
Oh my God.
And people were phoning me, and I was sad about it and everything, but some people phoning me were shocked. You know, they were like, man, did you hear who died? I'm like, who? The crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
Seems impossible. But he died of all people. He was only 44 years old.
Wow, that's young.
You ever hear that fella that a lady meets the little frog, you know? And the frog said, if you kiss me, I'll become a handsome prince. This is a kind of a woman empowerment joke. The lady says, fuck it, I'd rather have me a talking frog.
What? Oh my God. I'll follow it because, you know, I want to see if get some more good videos for the future.
You know, in Estonia, we don't have any. I went to Denver. Estonian food is.
Oh my God.
Like, that's
now
why
it's
America. You know, in Estonia, we don't have any.
Things that I learned as a nurse practitioner that hospitals will never tell you. 1, when you get lab draws, they made those numbers. They got a bunch of people and they said, hey, this is everyone who's normal in the middle. It's a bell shape, and if you're outside, then it's terrible. Let's just say you draw for cholesterol and yours is 200. Mind you, they're going to tell you that's bad, but cholesterol used to be good past 220. That's another TikTok. So yours falls at 180. You're low. You are low. Yours falls at 210. You're high. You're high. Do you know what this means? You have to go get a lab draw after you do what the doctor says to try to get you perfect. Some people will just function fine with no anything wrong at 270. Some people will not function fine at 150. They're basing this off a person who's like 6 foot, 180. Like, it's not you, it's not your build. You know how they say kids' labs are different, kids' blood pressure are different because they're a different size. So you gotta find the standard person that they're basing these labs on.
So we're just guessing it. So, I mean, does this go for like diabetes too? Sodium, like trans fats, stuff like that? Are we just all just winging it? There's really no science behind it? Because that would kind of suck.
The clitoris and the head of the penis, same thing. Same thing.
Yes, we know. We all know. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Oh my god. That was an old meme. Oh my god. Very old meme. Just He-Man laughing. Rainbows and stuff. Oh my god. Get away from my woman. Wow.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, bunny.
And I'm like, where is my bunny?
Ludwig, I'm sorry you're mad, but you can't just jump out here.
That's crazy. Drop kick the freaking toilet paper roll.
Oh my god, that was the cutest thing I've seen in my entire.
They got so much energy, those things. He's pad. They stomp when they're mad. Gonna throw. Oh, he pushes it away. Get out of here. Get out of the toilet
It's
bowl.
like 6 in the morning on Saturday. My phone rings. It's the chief. I was like, oh man, I feel like I just went to sleep. And he says, you got to come in right away. Something happened. I said, bad? He said, no, but come. So I speed over there. It was the chief, the deputy chief, the chief ops, the FBI chief.
All the chiefs.
And my chief says, we got a cable from headquarters that Abu Zubaydah is somewhere in the country and we have to capture him. We have to take him alive. Everybody turns and looks at me. I'm like, great. But in my mind, I'm like, Abu Zubaydah, that name sounds vaguely familiar. I went back into my office and all my old-timer contractors were there. These are all old guys in their 60s, 70s, some were in their 80s. They were all senior officers who had come back after 9/11 to volunteer. And I said, anybody know who Abu Zubaydah is? And one of them was like, yeah, I just read a piece about him in Time magazine. He's the number 3 in Al-Qaeda. I'm like, right. That's where I know that name from. I go, well, we got to catch him. Like, are you serious? I go, yeah, he's here somewhere. We got to catch him. So when everybody turned to look at me, I go, you guys, I go, this country's the size of Texas. It's got 220 million people. What do you mean catch him? You got to narrow it down for me somehow. And one of them says, well, he's constantly moving, which makes it harder. He's moving between Lahore and Faisalabad. Well, later on, the night we captured him, we also captured his diary. And he knew we were looking for him. And so he was one day ahead of us. Like, there were a couple times where we'd bust into a place and there's a cigarette there that's still lit, right? Or there's food that's still warm on the table. We're like, dang it, close again. But no
Just
cigar.
missed them.
Sometimes we were 2 days behind. Sometimes we were 15 minutes behind. But he knew we were on him, and we're chasing him all over the doggone country. So I came up with a couple of just terrible ideas. I won't waste your time. Terrible.
Jesus, I didn't realize how long this video was. Oh my goodness. All right, so you ultimately caught him, right? I'm pretty sure it's how the story ends.
How to make a car cross a single log bridge.
Gonna fall. Oh.
Initially, the issue was the car's wide wheel track, causing the chassis to get stuck on the bridge. This was easily solved.
Some nice little engineering problems that you can give students in college.
By narrowing the wheel track, allowing the car to pass smoothly. When the bridge's width was halved, the chassis bottomed out again. To address this, the wheel track was further reduced, this time entirely, with the wheels placed together at the center.
It's the Batmobile. That's the Batmobile setup right there.
Resembling a roller. The car easily crossed the bridge.
Yeah, that makes
As
sense.
the bridge's width was reduced by another third, it theoretically should have worked, but the car fell off. Upon closer inspection, the imbalance was due to the battery being positioned on the right side. By relocating the battery to the rear center to achieve weight balance, the car passed without issue. When the bridge's width was reduced to just
Oh,
1/6
Jesus.
of
What are you
its
going to
original
have it go
size,
across a thread?
narrowing the wheel track was no longer sufficient. An auxiliary crutch or support wheels was added. These support wheels were lowered during crossing to stabilize the car and retracted once it reached the other side. If the
Get
wooden
outta
bridge
here.
were replaced with a circular log bridge, would the support wheels
Yeah,
still
but that's
work?
not going to work.
At this stage, it becomes a test of creativity. The solution involved modifying the support arms into weighted suspension arms,
No
operating on a
way.
similar principle to tightrope walkers who use a long pole for balance.
Are you
If the
kidding
bridge
me?
were replaced with a thin rope stretched over a greater distance, crossing with the existing setup would be theoretically
way.
impossible unless a groundbreaking innovation occurred.
It
Without
worked?
such a miracle, the car would veer off balance.
Oh.
Identifying the cause of failure is key. Random
Yeah.
failures without clear reasons are the hardest to resolve. This experiment reminds us that in life,
made it into like
as
a track.
challenges become increasingly complex.
Out of
we
here. It
must
actually
not
worked.
be confined by traditional methods. Innovation and creative problem solving are essential to overcoming evolving obstacles.
That's actually pretty cool. And this, my friend, is how you train the young minds of engineers how to overcome and solve problems, because you actually deal with reality.
Something that will keep you up at night is the fact that you have never, not once, ever experienced reality, and you never will.
I mean, am I really missing much? I mean, I know spectrum-wise, my eyes only pick up a small sliver of the total electromagnetic spectrum. But do I feel like I'm really missing out on not being able to see UV light? Not really.
Because the universe was not meant to be comprehensible to the human mind. And we have only ever seen the tiniest flickers and fragments of reality filtered by a brain that has evolved really for one primary purpose, which is to keep this fragile, beautiful primate alive long enough to reproduce. And where it gets so strange is that we treat things in our reality as fundamental and obvious and a given, right? Like time. And physicists will tell you that the past and the present and the future may all exist simultaneously. If you think about your earliest memory, the earliest thing that you can muster in your mind, to you, it's gone. It's the past. It's done.
Right.
But physicists actually believe that that moment that you're thinking about, it still exists. And right now, that moment is as real as the moment of you watching me in this current moment. So the past doesn't disappear. Time doesn't move. It's us that moves through it. Like a needle through a record that has already been pressed.
I mean, yeah, I get it. So this explains the multi-dimensional spiral timeline theory. Everything exists at the same time, past, present, and future, but we only experience one loop of a spiral at the time. Deja vu happens because it's spiral. We revisit moment. You know, revisit moments. The block universe theory is in my search bar. It's my old supervisor. Cool, period. Thank you for answering the question, period. I was asking my old supervisor for my previous job what was the name of our system to look up customer accounts. All right, this is too technical and too long and boring probably for most of you, so I'm going to skip past it.
Why would you want to destroy the world?
Because it's the only action one could take that would have any purpose. Every decision we make is meaningless. Because somewhere on a parallel Earth, we've already made the opposite choice. We're nothing less than nothing.
How can you say that? We're rich. We're conquerors.
And here we're poor. We're slaves. And here, our parents never met, so we were never born. Here, the world ended in nuclear war. Here, no fish was ever brave enough to crawl up on land, and humans never evolved. And so on. Ad infinitum. Somewhere in the multiverse, there is a world I call Earth Prime. Every Earth is a variation of this one, the original. And once I destroy it, all reality will follow.
I take it back. You're much crazier than I am.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't care. Definitely a nihilist.
Oh, he's looking at the game.
Can you get me a blanket? He might be cold.
Travis, I need to talk to you.
What?
Oh, this is a private conversation?
The cat's like, no. That cat adores him.
No, 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 no! Get it out right now! No!
Stop! You're being...
Let him go, Grace.
No, you're...
Wow.
So this is my cat. Really? Really?
Jesus Christ. I like the colors on those cats.
The dream.
My God. Aw, she's touching his face.
Oh, he's...
I mean, I guess that they just see him as the alpha. That's why he leads the pack. Maybe that's why they like him so much. I guess those cats see guys as the alpha. Makes sense.
You're fired. Yeah. I hate to break the bad news to you, but let's look at why you're fired. All that stuff you about to say, I really don't care. All right, I'm fired. All right, that's all you got.
Yeah. Just give me a one-word answer, and that's all I need. Like, I don't care no more.
Underneath all the silly cartoon antics, the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit is really about a real-life conspiracy to destroy electric rail in the United States, specifically in the greater Los Angeles area. Now, really early in the movie, there's a punchline where Eddie essentially says it would be absurd to own a car in the city of Los Angeles.
Hey, mister, ain't you got a car?
Who needs a car in L.A.? We got the best public transportation system in the world.
That
Yeah, he passed away, unfortunately. He's no longer alive. I forget his name. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Cat. Bob Hoskins. Yeah, Eddie Valiant. Christopher Lloyd. I forgot he was Judge Doom. I was gonna call him Dr. Doom. Judge Doom. Mel Blanc was still alive. Man, he does the voices for Daffy Duck, Sylvester, Bugs Bunny. It was 1988 when that movie came out. That's why he was still alive. Jesus. Stubby K. He died in 97. He was 79 years old. He was born in Morningside Heights, New York. 1918. Jesus. Why am I looking up all these people who have been gone forever? Alright. Let's get off of TikTok. Instagram. Let's do... Figure I can look at a few more things before I go. Let's see. Order of the deal. Trump closed Iran agreement. Actually stops regime from getting nukes. Yeah, but the only problem is if they don't want to, they'll just break the agreement again. I know he's trying, but I don't really trust these people.
Sorry. Put them in your mouth and then go. I'll chew them later. I'm sure you right now have time. Wait, chew them when I got a second.
Zoom momento.
Don't die again.
Yes. Yes. Come on. Yes. Please. No.
Poor guy,
No liquid.
man.
Just come on.
Dude.
Man.
I
Those
love
make a
Peanut.
doddle. So did they hit? They hit.
Damn it.
I mean, dude, that was so scary. Oh, shit. I thought we almost lost you.
Aw.
Oh, I'm so happy you're alive.
Oh, dude, so happy. No short of shit. No short of shit. Let me tell you. They know how to make them bubbly.
Yeah.
They know how to make them bubbly. Do you chew your Big Macs or you just like put them in your mouth and then go? I'll chew them later. I'm sure you right now have time. Wait, I don't know what I got. A second.
Zoom momento.
I love the fact that he used such a simple idea. It just grabs his eyes and his mouth, and however he moves his face will determine how the peanut body moves. It's such a great idea. I was thinking about changing, maybe using AI for my next avatar. Would probably be a whole lot cooler than what I have now. But yeah, I'm thinking about that in the future. So here we go. Elon Musk becomes world's first trillionaire as SpaceX goes public. Yeah, it was going public today. You know what? Let's check out the stock. I totally forgot about this. So I personally wouldn't buy this right away because a bunch of people are going to sell. And it's probably going to plummet, so you'll probably lose a lot of money at first. You got to just chill out. Okay. So, what, an IPO at 135? Is that how it went? Now it's up to $172. See, a lot of people are buying right now. It went up 28%. People are rushing to buy it right now. You see it starting to level off. But we'll see it. I can't believe this. Wow. I wonder how many... What's the volume? Yeah, it really changes in real time. Man, I wish I could use AI to just purchase stock for me. I'm like, here's $1,000, make me money, and then I don't have to think about it. Yeah, IPO'd at 135. Opening price was 150. Intraday high, so highest so far is $176.52. It seems to be hovering around the 170s. I can't believe it. I mean, good for him, man. First trillionaire. Market cap exceeds 2.2 trillion, making it one of the most valuable U.S. listed companies. It trades on the NASDAQ. Wow. It's insane, dude. And I always thought it was going to be Apple. Now, wait a minute. Isn't Apple worth about $1 trillion? Okay, 290. So it's more per share, but what's the volume? That's what I need to know. I need to know the volume. The dividend is 37%. That's actually pretty damn good. Wow. Apple worth. Oh, no. There it is. That makes sense. $4.27 trillion. So what they're saying is that Elon Musk is the first trillionaire, not that his company is the first $1 trillion company. It had to be Apple. Maybe it was Google. I don't know. It's one of them. Probably Google as well. Damn. Over $4.25 trillion. Oh my God. It's insane. Good for you, Mr. Elon. Let's see. The 10th commandment has never been more relevant and necessary than today. Malicious envy is now treated as political and moral virtue. Yeah, I don't hate on the guy. Dude, if you're helping mankind send rockets into space, I don't care if you become the first quadrillionaire. You're helping us, the human species, in the future. AOC with zero life achievement. Elon Musk is not a scientist. He's not even an engineer. He's a billionaire con man with a lot of money. And then Elon corrected her and said, trillionaire. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Let's see. That's really, dude, I can't even spell. Okay, it's right there. I spelled it wrong. Trillion air with a D. Right. Who cares how exactly he got it? It's like he's doing stuff. He's doing stuff, man. Imagine rockets that can land themselves. I had a roommate that was like, that never happens. That's ridiculous. Rockets can't land themselves. And I had to show her the video of the boosters landing themselves, and her mouth dropped. She couldn't believe it. I'm like, we're in the 21st century, folks. Hello? We're going to be hitting Star Trek soon. Unfortunately, it'll be after my lifetime, but hey, it's bound to happen sooner or later. Okay, I know her. I think she got a BBL. It looks fantastic. Oh my goodness. All right, what's this now? Probably somebody fighting. Woman spent years becoming a lawyer and quits to become a restaurant server. Really? What? Are you like in Colombia? How is it that you're not making money as an attorney? Freedom for me now looks like waking up and not dreading my day. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're an attorney, your life will be your job. I was sitting behind a computer working on other people's careers, working on deals and talent, and I'm feeling absolutely no sense of purpose. Yeah. You know what? She was true to herself, you know. But I guess she's doing okay. So this is Evie, not Eve, but Evie from the new Stellar Blade. Well, this is what it's based on. Based on the, that's the cosplay. I don't know how she got that suit, but maybe she probably just had AI put it on her. It was possible. Good, though. Some girls, they do the crossplay really well, and all they do is they give the face, they tell AI, put this on me. That's what they do. That's cool. Like that one. Do you have the maturity to read this without getting offended? Well, let's find out. Believe in yourself, invest in yourself, never doubt yourself. Okay. Be brave, fake it until you become it. So it's not fake it until you make it, it's just a slight play on that. Look ahead, that's where life is happening. Yeah, that's true. See this fire, this inferno, all the crap you left behind maybe months, a year, 2, 5 years ago? Stop looking at that. It's not serving you now. You gotta look ahead. When people say get over it, they say don't look behind, you gotta look ahead of where the road is going. Meet new people. I'm talking to myself here. Life always finds a way, you will too. Yeah. Not everything is as perfect as it looks. Yeah, I wish some people would strive for perfection, because it's not attainable in this life. You're just gonna... Perfection is the enemy of good. You're gonna miss out on so many good things and good people trying to be perfect. Your plan versus God's plan. Wow. That's so much better. Privacy is power. What they don't know, they can't ruin. This is so important. Oh my God. I wasn't typing much of anything in chat, but I was fixing my lunch. Oh, that's cool. So what are you having, a sandwich or something? That reminds me, I should probably get a bite to eat. I can't emphasize this enough. Privacy is power. What they don't know, they can't ruin. This may be a career change, job change. For some people, relationship status change. People can't ruin if they don't know what you're doing. Do not announce your plans until after they've already been completed. Let them marvel at it, because there are times where you want to do something and somebody with that doubt is just going to go ahead and start talking in your ear. Let them know about it after, so they can't ruin it. They can't plant any seeds of doubt in your mind. But, let's see. Yeah. Kids learn from their parents. After 144 years, the Sagrada Familia is now complete. It took 144 years to build this church? What were they putting? Rhinestones on the freaking tops of it? How is it not complete? Oh my God. Wow. Can you imagine all the people that lived their lives and they never saw this complete?
Let's take a simpler example first. Think about a star existing in our three-dimensional universe. Now imagine this star is born, lives for billions of years, and eventually dies. For simplicity, let's assume it stays at the same position in space relative to us during its lifetime. In 3 dimensions, we see the star only at one moment at a time. But in a 4-dimensional view, its entire existence would be laid out along the time axis. It would be like placing the star on top of itself at every moment in time. One moment after another, stretching it along the time direction. Because the star changes over time, this 4-dimensional shape wouldn't be a simple straight column. The star slowly changes size, brightness, and structure as it ages and rotates. So its 4D shape would be a long structure that thickens, thins, and twists along the time dimension, capturing every stage of its life from birth to death.
Right.
We can't truly imagine this shape because our brains only see 3-dimensional slices of it, just one moment at a time. But if you could see with higher dimensional eyes, you wouldn't see the star as something that changes. You would see its entire lifetime at once. Every shape it ever had, every rotation it ever went through, all existing together as a single 4-dimensional structure. In that sense, you wouldn't watch the star's life happen. You would see its whole journey through time as one complete geometric object. Similarly, if you enter a 4-dimensional world, every moment of your life would be placed along the time direction. Unlike the star in the earlier example, you don't stay in one place. You move around in 3-dimensional space. So your 4-dimensional structure wouldn't be a simple straight shape. It would bend and twist through space-time, because your position in space keeps changing as time passes. In other words, your body would now have extension not just in the 3 spatial directions, but also along the time direction. Your movement through space becomes part of your shape in 4 dimensions. When you stack your entire life, every position you've ever occupied, every posture you've ever had into space-time, you don't get a single body anymore. You get one continuous, complex structure. If a higher dimensional observer could see this entire structure at once, they wouldn't see you as one person at one moment. They would see all the different versions of you across your lifetime layered together. Trying to imagine that structure inside our 3D world is impossible, in the same way a flat, 2-dimensional being can never see a full 3D creature.
Yeah, this is, wow. Definitely beyond the bounds of our minds. They're saying it's close to a deal.
Did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory? There was debris everywhere.
What is wrong with you guys? I actually like jokes like those, even though they like, I don't know if I ever laugh at puns, but I just like them. Maybe I'm the dad, or I saw the most beautiful bald man, then I realized it was just my reflection in his scalp.
Did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory? There was debris.
The Boogosphere, it is an
Jim Carrey turned 64 this year, and he was not wrong when he said, if you're not willing to downgrade your lifestyle for a year to have a lifestyle you want forever, you care too much what other people think. Oh yeah. A lot of people I know will spend way too much money just on status. Just to prove to people that you got some kind of money. Don't bother showing off. If you're a millionaire, don't even show it off. Being hated by idiots is the price you pay for not being one of them. Good, good. I've wanted so many things today. I've only want to live in the peace and have God's presence in everything I do. Depression isn't sadness. It's your body saying, I can't be this character anymore. Yeah, talk about, it's not just something that you feel one day and not the next. It's actually ongoing. It's not like sadness. It's definitely different in that sense. You stop explaining yourself when you realize people only understand from their level of perception. And you know what? You don't care to defend yourself anymore. And you don't care to do it. You don't want to defend yourself, and you don't even care to do it anymore. It's not important anymore. I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer. It's still nice having money, though. Value it when you receive expensive gifts such as character, respect, loyalty, consideration, honesty, love, and companionship. These are the things that are increasingly rare to find. You will probably never see us again. Okay.
Extraterrestrial object. We've done the analysis on it. It is electrogravitic anti-gravity. It is not a hoax. There are now 10 different videos from 10 different spheres flying in this region in South America. It has interesting inscriptions which have been analyzed to be a type of Proto-Sanskrit, a very unusual type of circuit pattern on the top of it. And if you look at these holes around the equator, the center, it's one seamless sphere, but inside these holes is a type of resin that has fiber optics microscopically in them. And we took some of this resin and tested it. You'll see that the resin done at the University of Georgia, the top carbon-14 dating facility, is 12,560 years old. So this sphere is 12,560 years old. Okay. It's the end of the last ice age when a comet or an asteroid hit. It's the flood stories of ancient times. So either a very advanced extraterrestrial civilization assisted at that time or was already here, or people working with those civilizations made this. You can see the list of elements in there, interesting.
Aluminum, copper, iron, zinc, manganese, magnesium, nickel, titanium, chromium, iridium, scandium, I can't pronounce. Neodymium is what I know. That's magnets. And I don't know the last one. I've never seen that one before.
I feel like I'm being stripped down and prepared for something else. Now that's maybe very personal, but I feel like the Almighty's preparing me to do.
So it says Mel Gibson, the Ethiopian Bible reveals a terrifying prediction of 2026. It's already coming true. What are you talking about?
Something big.
Nobody was supposed to see this version of Christ. Not in your lifetime. Not ever.
Can I fast forward this?
For 1,700 years, there has existed a portrait of Jesus so fundamentally different from anything the Western Church allowed its congregations to read.
Yeah, they never get to the point in these videos. Fake love is worse than hate. At least the hate is honest. I guess. You're not my number one. You're my only one. Oh, boy. Wow. That speaks volumes. It is your eyes. They won't let me forget anything. Yeah, I see her in my freaking dreams sometimes. Sometimes just before I wake up, one of the first thoughts I think about is her. It's absolutely true.
About our kids' future. They're calling us far right. You know, you can't call this man far right. Far from it. It's far from it. Far from it. Far from it. We're just right. You know, there's a right to be here and show our solidarity across both communities that we need to stand together. We can't stand for third world savages coming to this country and cutting people. It's as that. 100%. Good man. Yes, thank you.
All right, so I think that's fucking. That was yesterday's show. What's popular? Well, sailors Taylor's on. What's she doing? Oh. What's this she's playing?
Brother, I don't.
Ayesha, Shadows of Silence.
I don't know what to do. I can't make it across. It also keeps like, I don't know if you see it on stream, but it like stutters quite a bit.
It's not
Okay,
stuttering
can we
for
make the
me. You
last
probably got to fix your frame rate or something. It looks good
we
for
cannot.
us. You can't rotate the
Half Sword
camera?
is a fun game. You're sipping after that though. Is it actually a fun game? Or is that a game that's gonna make me rage and you're gonna have fun with it?
Let
Why
me
are you
say Happy
sipping?
Friday to her. Maybe she'll see. Happy Friday.
Yeah, exactly. I'm vetoing Half Sword. Hi Fortify, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yusuf, thank you for the 11 months. Our alert.
She's one of my favorites. She is so like I'm gonna tell you, she's a completionist. Like she loves to actually beat games. She's pretty good.
Will you at least let me try?
Somebody liked my comment when I said Superman met his first avoidant. Yep, when it got real, she got lost. I'm so sorry, Superman, and then you turned into Batman. Burnt peanut. Oh, I love Burnt Peanut. He is hysterical. I come back to these a lot when I need to laugh. He lives up, I think, near the Dallas area where you are, Dom. He makes a lot of money. He has such good success. He's got 1.1 million followers just on TikTok alone, but he's got, what, 2-point-something million? 2.4? Let's see. The Burnt Peanut, that's 247. 2.3 million followers. Doing fantastic. All kinds of endorsements. Computers, video games. Look at all the different games he plays. Freaking awesome. Look at this. Merch. Pina Colada mix, I guess. I don't know what this is. Tangia. Look at this. All this stuff. Well, I mean, this is his own stuff, but schedule 7 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Well, in this case, Central Daylight Time, because it's daylight time now. Monday through Saturday, he does not stream on Sunday because he needs a break. But he'll freaking stream for like 12 hours sometimes, and he's still going strong. I can't keep up with his energy. This guy got a ton of energy. He got a 5080. I got a 4080. He has definitely a newer PC than I do. He's got 2 Samsung screens. They're both 27 inches for primary and secondary. Nah, he's pretty good. So his CPU, I think, is the same as mine or really close to it, but his GPU is more advanced than mine. All right. I don't want to bore you guys. It's about time I go. Gotta grab a drink, and Asmongold's about to start his stream, so I'm gonna watch that for a little while. I thank everyone so much for coming by and paying me a visit. You too, Dom. Thank you so much. Let me shut my sound off so I'm not doing whatever. That's my thing. Fortify 1123. I'm also on Kick and Twitch. Feel free to drop me a follow. I got 37 followers now. Trying to get to affiliate. I definitely got to expand my horizons. Variety of games I play right now. I only got Horizon because that's what I've been playing for the past few days. As far as, also doing just chatting, which is what I'm doing right now. And this is what I do. I want to make this into something, you know, try to see if it's possible. Got to get some more people, more interactions per stream, because I already have pretty much everything else I need. So I really appreciate you guys joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday, the rest of your weekend. You know, sorry it wasn't a video game day today. I just felt like chatting a little bit, but I appreciate those that have come in and have chatted with me. That being you, Dom. Yeah, he's so successful, man. I mean, if I was his level of success, I'd have. Hey, I got an avatar, so nobody knows what I look like anyway. I'm good to go. So anyway, nice to see you again, Dom. Nice to see you, everybody else. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I'm gonna see you guys soon. If you have any video game recommendations, let me know. I gotta get to it. It's gonna be a while before the new Stellar Blade comes out. The new Final Fantasy. I think I gotta wait till next year for the majority of these games. I know Wolverine, I think it's coming out in September. Maybe I'll get that. I'm not quite sure yet. Still debating it. All right, guys. I'm going to go. Check you later, Dom. 07. If I had hand tracking, you'd see me salute you. But anyway, take care, guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you later.